that was right before, about an hour and a half before the huge explosion.
Oh.
So that was the last time that her and I were happy together.
And then it hit the fan.
Yeah, it really did. So isn't it so weird, because you heard and saw the laughter in that, and then it's never been the same since.
And then it literally hit that literally is the last moment before the volcano erupted.
Yeah. Now, one cool thing is a couple cool things. I'm tough to be in a relationship with. However, if you do live here and happen to ever be in a relationship with me, you will have so much on video and audio chronicled throughout.
You're really selling this roommate thing.
I will say this, though. Probably in 10 years, maybe, looking back, it will seem that was a good time. So I am glad that I have all these things. And, that was the debut of that. I was advised not to actually promote it, that it might be too personal. Did you think that was too personal? I heard that it started off more of outtakes, but the longer it went on, it became more personal.
I could see that, yeah.
So
I could see towards the end it was less of outtakes and more of
personal things.
Chronicling personal life.
So, but, now looking back, I am glad that I have that.
But it looks good, You got those memories.
Yeah. And I think it set the tone for this is the kind of fun that we have when we're filming. Mm-hmm. We're dressing up. I mean, it was 95 degrees outside that day. Victoria had my shirt on. She had the trench coat on. She had herself kind of taped down because she was playing a guy, walking around outside. She didn't have pants on because it was just so freaking hot. And then, as you probably know, or maybe have come across, we had lawnmowers going as we're trying to film. So we have to kind of do that. So it showed some fun.
Here's the thing. All of our relationships they ebb and flow, and some of them move on, some of them don't. Some of them continue, some of them don't. But it's always good to remember the good times. And for you, for people who do film a lot of stuff, you've got historical records of the good times. So you don't always need to listen to a song. You can always just look at something and be like, you know what? That was some of the good times we had together and not some of the absolutely horrible, horrific times that we had together. Which we all.
You saying that is that, in all honesty, we only have the memory of the bad times, but we have video and audio of the good times. So I'm hoping over time that, because I don't have any of the bad times recorded.
That's good.
Well, I will say this. I did do Chad did do 2 shows as me recorded, but those have since been lost in the Zoom file.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. So, man, do you have anything else to add for today?
No, we really didn't accomplish the one thing that I wanted to accomplish, which was what am I going to eat for dinner? But I'll get over it. I'll just make a decision. It's pouring down rain.
I would. It's what, pouring down?
Pouring down rain, so I'll just go stand outside and try to make the decision myself, since nobody else will help me.
I would choose. Now, I have heard Taco Bell has downsized their menu. Is this true?
I don't know. I only get 3 things there. So
I usually only get the same things as well.
Yeah, the things that I get, they're not going to get rid of. They're not getting rid of quesadillas or tacos or burritos.
Yeah. So, but I have read that they've made their menu smaller. So what I might actually do for dinner now that I did eat the toast, but I might actually thaw out some Angus beef and fix some beef on the steak because it's quit raining. So I might actually do that. That might be the thing to do.
That's the play.
As people are, I'm asking for a roommate. This actually is a set as well.
You built that all yourself.
Yes, I did. So yeah, it's been an interesting show. I think it's been a good show.
It's a good show. It's a therapeutic show. We need some of those
I
sometimes.
think we've touched on some nice things, and I do look forward. No, when did you say the 48-hour film fest this coming week?
No, it'll be about the middle of October, so about 3 weeks, I guess.
Okay, about 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
And you're in Lynchburg until November, probably.
I have no idea. Probably the end of October, but
End of October.
who really knows at this point?
Well, I'm hoping maybe I could get up that way by then.
That'd be awesome. Hopefully, I'd have a place for you to stay too.
Are you in the tiny house?
No, I'm staying in a little apartment that we've got just for about a month.
Okay.
So, but we're trying to. The tiny house will be. Hopefully, it'll be up at some point, but I don't know. Trust me, when it's available, it will be a grand.
I'm looking forward to actually seeing it in person.
It's one of a kind.
Awesome.
Very well.
So, you have anything else to add, my friend?
That is it. This has been very good. This has been therapeutic for me as well. I had a busy weekend, and I was very stressed about it. But now I'm feeling better about it. I feel like I'm going to go into it with a positive attitude.
And do you do any kind of meditation or anything?
No.
I've heard it helps a lot of people, but my thought is when I'm trying to do it, my mind won't quit.
I can't shut my brain off. Yeah,
No.
I can't do it either.
I was up until like probably 1:30 or 2 last night, and then I woke up again about 4, and then woke up again at like 8:30 this morning. So it's it's just because of the mind racing. So meditation has never really been a therapeutic thing for me.
Maybe I never did it properly. The breathing exercises, that kind of stuff, does help sometimes. I think
it calms and relaxes. I had a panic attack a few weeks ago, actually.
Really?
From playing basketball. I hadn't played as hard as I had played in a while, and it was really hot outside. My heart was racing, and I just got to the point where I was thinking, what if where I hadn't done this in a while, I'm having a heart attack? Because I was just kind of freaked myself out. And then my hands started like drawing up, and my mouth kind of like got closed off, and I was starting to have a panic attack, and Victoria happened to talk me down. Yeah. And then as we were driving back to the apartment, I thought, hey, I'm going to throw up. So she pulled over. I kind of threw up nothing as the panic attack was going on, and then she talked me down, and then I was fine. But yeah, it was a weird feeling that happening. So that was probably.
Hopefully, I never will experience it.
I hope you won't. Probably 5 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it was before the other stuff.
Have you ever had one before?
I had smaller ones. I had one about 10 years ago. Once I was driving in snow, and it was up in DC, and it was a long line of traffic. And if one car had slid or messed up, everybody was messed up. And I was very fearful, and I started getting numb on the left side of my face. It was very similar. And then once Terry and I had been fighting, and I had found out that she had slept with someone about 10 years ago, right around that time, I had one of the first ones. But the one that I had, playing basketball didn't really have anything to do with any kind of relationship or anything. It was just due to physical activity.
Exhaustion, yeah.
Yeah. So when I played the other day, I didn't give it 100%. I probably went like 65%. I didn't crash the boards hard. I didn't drive to the goal that much. So I still had fun, but I still got the injury. But, it was still fun. So, man, well, thanks for joining me. Everyone, thanks for tuning into the show. And my phone died, so I didn't get to respond to everyone. But it's been a fun show, and we will resume on the movies in October.
Let's shoot for that. We'll see what happens.
We'll be back, next week sometime?
Sometime next week. Yep.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
Everybody, thanks for checking us out. I'm Adam.
I'm Jake.
And we are the other people. See you, man.
Have a good one.
You too.